Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome to Lifestyle Manifesting. I'm Shannon. This is Lifestyle Manifesting. On my channel, I am discussing manifesting as a lifestyle in every area of your life. Today, I want to talk about detachment. Okay, how do you detach from your manifestation? You deserve to be the prize. Stop putting your manifestation on a pedestal, and you detach by telling stories that only support you having your desire. Okay, so detachment is to stop telling contrary stories, detach from needing your manifestation, stop putting your manifestation on a pedestal. It's not bigger than you, it's not more than you. Your manifestation is an extension of you. You're creating your reality, so it's an extension of you. So take your desire off the pedestal. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's money, take the money off the pedestal. If it's your specific person, take them off the pedestal. Any desire, take it off the pedestal. And stop telling stories that you can't have it. Stop saying that your specific person is greater than you, or wondering if they like you, or stop putting all the emphasis on their world, trying to be a part of their world. You detach by focusing on yourself, by focusing on your own world. You focus on the story that supports and favors you having your desire. So detachment doesn't mean you're giving up your manifestation at all. You're not giving up your manifestation. Detachment means you're going to stop telling stories to yourself that don't match you having your desire, okay, that don't align. You are only going to tell stories that align with you having your desire. So those stories are, you're the prize, you deserve your manifestation, you are enough, you are creating everything in your reality, everything's already yours. You focus on that version of you who already has your desire, and that's how you detach. You detach by knowing that you're the creator, by knowing that you're unlimited. And you make sure you put yourself on the pedestal, because every time you put your specific person on the pedestal, you're lowering yourself. When you put them up here on a pedestal, you are lowering yourself down here. Okay, so raise your standards, raise your self-concept, see yourself in the highest regard, and that is detaching from your manifestation. That's detaching from your specific person by focusing on yourself. By telling the story about yourself that you are number one, that you have a lot to offer, that you are a great partner, and that you are the prize. So you see yourself as the prize. You see yourself as chosen because you choose yourself, because you're the creator. So your perspective is manifesting your reality already. What's your perspective about yourself in relationship to your specific person? What's your self-concept, right? What's your perception of yourself in relationship to money? Do you feel like it's out of reach? Do you not see yourself making hundreds and thousands of dollars a month? Do you only see yourself making a certain amount? Because you are unlimited and you have the possibility to make any amount that you want. You just have to focus on the vision of that version of you being, you be that version of you by imagining it, by speaking it into existence with your thoughts, by saying and telling yourself the version of you who you are, by claiming it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and answer questions. User 432, can we still manifest our desire if we don't think about it a lot? Absolutely, absolutely. There are infinite ways to manifest your reality. You're already manifesting your reality with things that you're not putting all of your attention on, right? And you're not thinking about it all the time, but things you know, there's the knowing, okay? So you know it's your desire. I mean, you definitely want to intentionally think this desire is mine, but you don't have to think about it all the time. When it's a specific person, I almost recommend don't think about that person all the time. Think about the version of yourself who has what you want. Okay, that's going to get you your manifestation. Okay, SP cheated. Should I forgive him? Do you understand that everyone is yourself pushed out and that your specific person is only reflecting who you are? Because yeah, yes, you should, but you have to understand the knowing behind it. I want to explain something behind this, okay? Your specific person is a reflection of who you are, the people in your world. Your world is a reflection of you. Your specific person cheated because of something that you felt within. You didn't feel chosen, you didn't feel enough, you didn't set boundaries, you know, something, right? You felt some or many of those things. Maybe you felt insecure, unsure. All right, should you forgive him? Well, if you want to create a relationship, absolutely. Do you want to create a relationship with this person? Forgive and let go, because they're only reflecting you. They know not what they do. They reflected you. SP reflected you. So yes, forgive. And then live in the end. Living in the end is not holding on to that resentment, anxiety, the old story. Okay, living in the end is you telling yourself, right, being the version of yourself, which to be that version of yourself, you tell yourself these things and you become this person, or you be this person right now in the present moment. So that person has expectations. Your expectations are, you want someone to be loyal to you. Now that's your expectation. Your partner is loyal to you. Your partner is devoted to you, right? So these are, you have to create that version of you by getting clear on how you want to be treated and what you expect in a relationship. So yes, forgive and then live in the end of the version of you. Everything will unfold for you to get your desire. The desire, if the end goal, you create that end of a loyal partner who loves me, who treats me like a priority, who chooses me, who wants to be with me, who is committed to me, right? Like those are your thoughts. If you want that, then you have to affirm that version who's committed to you, who's loyal to you. Now, when you focus on that version of you, you're really focusing on you. You're not focusing on your specific person. You're focusing on how you want to be treated with respect, kindness, loyalty, commitment. And as you affirm that, your life will naturally unfold and manifest. It will reflect that. When someone's asking questions, and I don't have all the details, you know, that's why I do one-on-one coaching. I have one-on-one coaching available for people who want to level up their manifestation and have a conversation. Circumstances don't matter, but we need to see where we are, where our mindset is, and understand that you are the creator of your reality. That's what I help with a one-on-one client. I also have a VIP group. For any of you new here, I have a VIP group. We are manifesting $5,000, and that's our challenge. We're manifesting $5,000. Okay, how do I know I deserve it? Well, you deserve it just for being here and existing. How do you know you deserve it? How do I know I deserve to feel happy? You deserve it because you exist. That's why, because it's your birthright. You were born to have everything here in this world. It is all yours. It is literally your birthright. You're a child of the universe. Okay, so universe is source, God, infinite intelligence, right? You're like, think of how a child, like, I like that idea of thinking like a child. Like you're a child of the universe. You're a child of God. You are here to inherit the world. The kingdom of heaven is within you, but in order to get to that kingdom of heaven, you know, you want to live heaven on earth, all you have to do is think from already living heaven on earth. So you deserve it just for being born. Now, all you choose. Now you choose. You choose to feel happy. You might have been saturated with a life that you didn't feel enough. Oh, sure, many of us felt that way, okay? So it is inner work to choose yourself, to love yourself. If you need help, join my free Facebook group. I also have a VIP group. It's a monthly subscription. You can level up in that group. And I really cultivate motivation and support to help you see you as the version of you with your desire. Okay, so we would be, you know, we discuss how you deserve to have this. It exists already. The version of you who is so happy already exists. That's why you feel that, right? Because everything in our imagination exists. I mean, if you can imagine it, it means it exists. In order to live, to align and match that reality that already exists, You have to think from that version of you. So how does it feel to feel happy? What would it feel like to wake up every morning and think, oh, I feel pretty satisfied today, right? Happy, satisfied, content, fulfilled. By birthright, you deserve happiness, and just for existing, you deserve happiness. You deserve all your desires. Oh my days, Shannon, so need you right now. Okay, good. I'm glad that I am here right now. Everything's getting better. Okay, go general, right? Like sometimes when we know we need something, think generally, because if we want to focus specific on that problem, that's why we feel, I'm not sure if you're feeling anxiety, but generally, if we're not feeling good, feel anxiety, we need that motivation and inspiration, go general. Everything's going to work out. Even though it might seem so big, the problem seems so big, go general. It's going to work out. Everything's going to work out. This too shall pass. And then as you're feeling better, then you get a little more specific or stronger in your affirmations, like, I'm rocking life. This is working out for me. I know what to do. I intend to be guided and directed to the direction, whatever, to receive and have my desire. You speak to yourself in the way of toward that goal. Speak to yourself as you're moving towards that goal. So towards the goal being life gets better, everything works out. Okay, with some desires we have to persist, and others it comes if we think of it once it comes, right? Yeah, right. Some desires you have to persist, and others you just think of it once and it comes easily. That's usually happening because you have a story. Thank you. Thank you for the heart. That is happening because usually you have a story around that particular desire. Okay, so some desires you have less resistance or less opposing stories and less worry and less doubt. You're less concerned about it. It depends. If you put this is general again, right? But for some people, if they have that desire way up on the pedestal and it feels so big and so grand and so far away, then you need to persist to help bring that down and bring yourself more eye to eye, or level yourself above that. Okay, so that's why that's happening. Okay, so how do I combat that? Here's how I look at everything. Here's how I train myself to look at everything equally. Okay, I have taken a lot of time in the beginning of my my journey, I guess, like realizing I'm the creator. I took a lot of time to specifically imagine and feel that everything is equal energy. Right? Everything is equal. Everything's the same. It doesn't, okay, so in reality, in the 3D reality, we see the perception of certain things having more value, other things having less value, okay? But at the same time, we see that exists. At the same time, I could surpass that and overcome that by thinking like every single person is valuable. It doesn't mean someone's more valuable because they're a doctor versus the guy who is the garbage man, right? Does that mean that person's more valuable? Okay, society may perceive that, but do you perceive that? Okay, so it's about perceiving, taking things in your life and start to perceive, because those two human beings have equal value. Okay, someone may be doing something different, but they have equal value. So start to look at the world in a new way and start to know that everything in your world is coming from your imagination. And you want to consistently remind yourself of that. If everything's coming from your imagination, all you have to do is imagine yourself with your desire to have it. That's really what we're doing here. But you consistently imagine yourself with it. And some people are so afraid and they're more focused on the fear of not getting it. And that's why there's that separation of not getting it, because they're really more focused on the fear than actually having. So that's why I started this discussion about detaching. What is detaching? Detaching, and I'll just kind of reminisce a little bit more about that or discuss it a little bit more. It's putting your focus on what you want instead of what you don't want. Detaching is telling only the story about you having your desire, okay? And you having your desire could be general, like I intend to get everything I want. I intend to live a life where I have everything I want, okay? And as you get better, like as you get better and feel better, and feel stronger, and you keep proving it to yourself and you keep seeing the evidence in your world, then get more specific and say, yes, I do get everything I want. I got that. I thought about that. I got that. I don't know, my dog was making was making some noise. Yeah. Chrissy Blake, I keep telling stories to myself. Okay, yeah, that's okay. The stories we want to tell the stories that align. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the lollipop, Miss Puss Nugget. You keep telling stories to yourself. That's exactly what you want to do. The stories you tell are already manifesting. Right? The stories that we're telling ourselves are already manifesting. And realize the stories we tell ourselves comes from how we see ourselves and how we perceive ourselves. So someone who feels insecure is going to say to themselves, like, let's say they're not really awake, or even if as you're waking up, but like someone who's feeling insecure thinks, I'm not sure if anyone wants to listen to me. I don't know if I should go to that party because, you know, what if no one talks to me? That's someone feeling insecure and unsure. Okay, so those are stories we're already telling ourselves, and sometimes those stories are unconscious because you just think, oh, I don't know if I want to go to that party. What if no one talks to me? What if I feel uncomfortable? That guy I like is going to be there, and what if he's with that really pretty girl? You know, like these are stories we tell ourselves, and we're telling ourselves the story from what we see. Okay, but those stories aren't true. But those stories that aren't necessarily true create the physical manifested form of our reality. Okay, we're already doing this. We've already been doing this our whole life, right? We've already been telling stories, and they haven't been our own stories. They're stories that other people told us. Maybe as a kid, someone picked on us. Okay, maybe as a kid, you were the last one chosen for class, gym class. And then you always, you know, like all these experiences that built your own perception of yourself, okay, and made you feel small, and made you feel little or insecure or not chosen or unwanted. Okay, so all those stories are not who you are. They just exist in reality. Everything's existing. So this is why, Chrissy, it's important that we start telling stories, right? You keep telling yourself stories, perfect. Because you got to keep telling yourself the story of you're a goddess, or you're chosen, you're wanted. People want you to go to the party because they want to talk to you. They want to hear about you. They want to know what's going on with your world. They love being in your presence. They love that you're a great listener. Okay, so those are the stories that we can intentionally tell ourselves, right? If those weren't necessarily true, but you wanted that experience, you want to feel wanted, you want to feel chosen, then you need to tell those stories consistently. And as you consistently tell those stories to yourself, you will see your world reflect those stories specifically. Okay, Chris, hi. The conviction I had the past few days feels too good to be true, but I'm excited. Okay, you brought up too good to be true, because sometimes it feels like, okay, we build that excitement inside. You're practicing. This is what we're practicing as we're affirming ourselves with that desire. We're practicing being in that reality where we already have it. Okay, so you're like this is the reality. Imagine this is the reality. You already have it. Now you're affirming it, and you're leveling up to that reality, or you're matching that reality. And then it kind of feels like, oh, is it too good to be true? That just means you're having a few doubts and worries. So that's where you talk yourself. You talk yourself through it. Okay, just talk yourself through it. Hey, it feels like it's too good to be true, but that was my old self-concept. That was the old version of myself that felt small and little. That's the old version of myself that felt unwanted. Okay, but now I'm new, right? Okay, so do you see how you can kind of give yourself this little pep talk? You give yourself like a pep talk. Okay, it feels too good to be true. Then you don't want to focus on, what if it is too good to be true? Don't let yourself go down that road, okay? That neural pathway of creating the doubt, because if we're focused on the doubt and the fear, you could be likely to bring more doubt and fear. So just get yourself through it and say, you know what? That's the old version of me. I know I create my reality, right? These are the thoughts you want to have. I know I create my reality. I know this is meant for me. I know I deserve this. I know I deserve to be happy. I know I'm supposed to have this desire. So the reason you're having the thoughts about that desire with you in that reality, with that desire, is because it exists and you're feeling separate from it. So it exists. It must exist, because if we could think it, it must exist. If we could have a thought about it, it must exist. All of creation exists. Sure, we might say to ourselves, okay, it felt too good to be true, but I know something new now. I know I am the creator. I'm getting better at this. I intend that I see. Yeah, I want this desire. This desire is mine. And then try to build and pump yourself up where you get to more of the conviction. You don't have to have the conviction. I personally like that. I like that I created the conviction. I create conviction that I know that I'm getting my desire. But by the way, I wasn't like this 5 years ago. I didn't have that conviction. So you could get there, and you can get there really quickly. You can get there really quick. That's why I want to go live for you guys. Okay. I want to give you this information because you can do this yourself really quickly. You just say, I have conviction. I intend to have conviction. I intend to just feel so sure and so secure and so knowing. I intend to just be so confident that I am the creator. Don't we have this there's this burning desire, right? Like Think and Grow Rich talks about a burning desire. Actually, many books and many reality creation teachers talk about a burning desire. I think Neville also talks about the burning desire, right? So you don't have to have the burning desire, but can you feel a little bit of a burning desire? A little burning desire. It's like, this reality is mine. It's mine. I'm taking it. It's mine. It's mine for the taking. Okay. So some of that is you build that up. You build that up within you, and you build the confidence, and you build the conviction, and you build yourself to feel secure and safe, where your reality reflects that back. Okay, because there is no fear. Fear doesn't exist. It only exists. That's cute. Fear only exists because we created it. Okay, we created it because we wanted that experience. We wanted that experience of feeling small and limited and scared. When we truly are unlimited, we're truly supernatural, we're truly limitless and powerful. Okay, so what you want to do, if you want to feel that way, you can affirm yourself to become that. You're on the pedestal. So this is your moment to feel that, feel that version of you, and then feel that version of you and continue to sustain that version of you through the day. That version of you is oh, I got this. I got this. It's mine. Okay, I mean, I'm not saying you have to have that full-on conviction, because I manifest things I doubt. I manifest things that I do worry about. Okay? Because we know all possibilities exist. Just keep saying it. I got my desire. It's mine. This is mine. It's yours because it's manifested, or it's pushed out or manifested from your imagination. Yeah, feel like I'm fully there and not feeling separate from my desire at all. Great. Practice walking through your world thinking everything is part of you. So if you're taking a walk, look at every tree and look at the grass and just think wow, this is incredible. It's literally a figment of your imagination in a physical form that's hard and solid. That's energy that's hard and solid. So keep identifying, intentionally look at your world and think about how it is one with you. And if everything's one with you, then when my car, anything, if I felt like my car, I had an issue with it, this was a while back, it could have easily broke down, right? But here's what I do. I talk to my car hey, love, you're my beauty. You're going to get me there. You're powerful. Do you understand? That's how lucid reality is, because the old version of me, my car probably would have broken down. Okay. With the engine light on. I just started imagining the engine light was off. I even covered my hand over it. Okay, I'm not totally saying this works for everybody. It works for me. Okay, I put my hand over it. And then I kept remembering how my mechanic said, hey, your car is great. Why would you sell it and get a new one? Because I don't really drive at all. Well, this was a couple years ago. By the way, that engine light went off. I did take it to the mechanic, but he said there's no problem. There ended up being no problem. Crystal, I got my SP, but I'm having trouble with him spoiling me still. Remember, think about what you want. Okay, he's not spoiling you, then affirm what you do want. I love it when he goes above and beyond. I love that he's so thoughtful all the time. Remember, we want to draw and pull out the good qualities of people. So to do that, you're focused on the good qualities within them. I love how sweet he is. I love how he could smile. Like the things that already exist, right, in the 3D. Focus on some of those things. I love that he always compliments me. And I intend he compliments me more. And I love if he complimented me more. I just really like that feeling, and I know that feels good. And I love when he takes me out to really great places. And I love that he's making more money, so he loves spending it on me. That's the story, right? You're telling the story that you want. Now, you might not be living it, because if current reality is not necessarily showing you that, that means you disregard what you see and you affirm what you do want. Or move on. Or move on. And move on and affirm the reality where you are spoiled. Okay, you are provided for and taken care of. You are treated, it's princess treatment for you. You're treated like a goddess, and you love that. Not only do you love that, your partner, him, you know, because you could create, your partner loves that. Your partner loves spoiling you. He loves to spoil you. That makes him feel so good. He enjoys that. So you have to see that version of him, like see that version of you. And you're going to reflect that, okay? So again, it's a mental discipline. So you just got to stay on your mental diet. And that's focusing on what you do want. You just keep focusing. I'm stuttering. You just keep focusing on what you want. Okay. It doesn't mean you never have to say to them. You could tell them, oh, I would love it. You know what I'd really love? You don't have to say, I want this. But like, you can make a little hint. It's okay to make those little hints in our world. You know what I'd love? I love this idea. Wouldn't it be nice if we went to that spa and had couples massages? You don't have to say, I want to do this Friday night. Just a little subtle hint. Oh, I'd love to do that couples massage. Wouldn't that be nice? We should do that someday. And then let him take it. And then in your mind, you're affirming, oh yeah, what else does it look like? We could go in our imagination and create everything, but we are living in a 3D reality. So just focus on, say to people the things that you do want. Tell your specific person the thing you do want. Tell your boss when you want the raise. Ask for the raise. You can ask for it because you're going to get it. It's your reality. What if they said no? So what? Then you just go in your imagination and you affirm, yes, you are getting it. Detaching emotionally from needing that desire could be very helpful because you don't want to feel like if you didn't get the raise, now you're upset. No, you're going to say, I'm getting this. You're going to keep imagining it. You're going to imagine what you want to hear. I'm trying to form the assumptions. Sometimes when you don't have it, it gets lonely. All right. Well, when you're lonely, you're creating a reality that's generally lonely. Okay. I mean, again, there's infinite possibilities. But you don't want to be lonely. Okay. I know you don't want to be lonely. Who wants to be lonely? I'm helping you level up so you're feeling at least satisfied. You're needing this desire to make you happy or, feel not lonely and feel chosen. But if you want to have the life you want, because we can manifest someone and still be lonely. Is that what you want though? Do you want to manifest someone where you're feeling stable, secure, chosen, loved, wanted, enjoying life? Then start doing that and being that for yourself. That you give it to yourself. You choose yourself. You choose. You don't have to stay home alone on a Saturday night and feel lonely and sorry for yourself. That's victim mentality. That's scarcity mindset. That's being alone. Focus. I could stay home alone on a Saturday night. I'm going to romanticize my life. I'm going to make a tea in this little cute cup that I have. I have all these bowls from different parts of the world traveling. And I take out one of those beautiful bowls. I'm like, okay, let me put my little candies in here and I'll make my tea in here. I could just romanticize my life and be satisfied. I mean, I could even just sit and watch a movie and feel satisfied. I could feel whole and complete being with myself because we're never alone. That's the truth, is you're never alone. Do you know that you're never alone? Because there is an infinite intelligence that's within you. That's part of you. That's what's orchestrating your whole world. So how is your heart beating? How are you breathing every day? How are the planets aligned? Okay, how are we breathing in oxygen? All of this is infinite intelligence. So you're never alone. You always have someone there. I know when I did feel lonely, that was helpful for me I would just talk to the Creator, right? There's a book called Conversations with God. That would be a great book to read. Work on yourself, work on loving yourself, being satisfied in your own presence. Because when you're satisfied in your own presence, you'll create a reality where people are satisfied in your presence. They could just sit in the room with you and they'd say, I don't even need to talk because I just want to sit. I just want to be around you. You want your specific person to just want to be around you, then you should feel satisfied and fulfilled being in your own presence, because that's going to reflect what your world is. Guess what? If you're lonely, what's going to happen? If the world's a reflection, you're at home feeling all lonely, what's going to happen? So do you see it? It's a choice. It's a choice. You have to choose. Choose your life. Do you want to choose to be lonely? Because that is a choice. Or do you want to choose to make the best of it and do something fun? Reach out to friends. There's like infinite possibilities. Just start to make a vision board. That's fun. Or a mind movie. Those are fun. You're pointing out all the things you want to do in life. Or, like you start to focus on all these different things you want to do, even if you don't do them, but you could start getting excited. Maybe I want to do this. Maybe I want to try that. Maybe I want to go skydiving. Okay, maybe I want to try something new. So there are so many things that you could do instead of feeling lonely, but you have to make a choice to get out of that. The desire I desire desires me. Yes, exactly. The desire I desire desires me. The desire I desire desires me. It's hard to say that. The desire, yeah, there's like a lot about also money, like money loves me. I love money and money loves me. I love my desire and my desire loves me. So do you see how I love that? Thanks for sharing. You could pull your focus. It's like your desire wants to be with you. Your desire wants to experience life through you, through your eyes, through your perception. Money wants to be with you to experience life through your experience, through your excitement, through your eyes, through your lens. LOA is giving you hope. I love it. Good. Join my free Facebook group. Okay, you can, people are posting their success stories in my Facebook group. You could also ask questions, and at least you have a community that will help lift you up, and there's a place to go when you have those moments. Sure, we all have those moments where we're kind of feeling down. You have to start to cultivate a new feeling within you. It's okay if we need help in the world. We all need help that way. Okay, but at some point you'll be so stable, like I feel so stable and secure that I don't necessarily need that. But there were times I needed that. That's why I wanted to provide a community, a place to go, because I know when I was alone, I felt lonely and alone and I didn't know what to do. Yes, if I'm a child of God and he created me perfectly, what's the next part? Okay, and he gave me desires for a reason. I have the desires because I'm meant to tap into it. Beautiful. Okay, good. To receive it. Yep. Yeah. Some suggestions for Crystal. Keep persisting. Keep persisting. Just keep persisting. The more you persist, you're changing your beliefs by persisting. Okay. And you're making those beliefs more natural and normal, because we're already creating reality by what we already feel is normal and natural. You're creating a new normal and natural with persisting in your thoughts. Because you could think you're ugly, like an ugly duckling, and if you start to look at the beauty in yourself and you consistently affirm I am beautiful, you're going to turn around. I mean, I know that happened to me. Okay, when I was affirming I am beautiful, I didn't believe it. I persisted until I felt like it was true. And now it's totally true because I decide it is. Not because I waited for other people to tell me that was true, but I decided it's true. And if someone doesn't align with that, because There's billions of people in the current reality. It's okay. I don't have to have everybody's approval. It's my validation that only matters, most importantly. And by the way, then our world reflects that. If it doesn't reflect it 100%, I'm not worried about it. Because I know, by the way, if someone told me that I was ugly, I could probably just go in my imagination and I could just visualize and I could imagine, but do I really care? Do I need to do that? Is that where I want to put my focus and attention? I want to put my focus and attention on knowing what I feel about myself. I want to put my focus and attention on what do I want to live? What do I want to experience? What kind of world do I like? What do I want with my, everything in my world? So that's where I'm focused. All right, Lara, what to do when SP being upset says things that hurt? Without having a conversation, I'm just going to give you some general ideas, okay? We understand. Okay, so still, at reality creation is you understand that everything's a reflection of you, and they're only reflecting from something within you. The reason they were upset or the whole situation it's stemming from you. But at the same time, we don't have to blame ourselves. You want to focus on the reality that you do want. So they said something that hurt you. What do you want? Do you want an apology? Do you want them to say, you know what, I'm sorry? Then that's where you would put your focus. Put your focus on an apology and forgiveness. And then that you could go to the end of it's all resolved and you're in love or, like in the state of love. Okay, so you could have the end story, but you could also manifest the middle. They said something that upset you and hurt you. Okay, does that make you realize that you need to put up boundaries? So there is value in some of the things that we experience, even though it hurts. So the value could be that you need to realize that you want to have boundaries with this person. Like, how do you expect to be treated? With respect, with kindness. So imagine what you want. That's what you want to do. You're going to imagine what you do want. Imagine that they're saying, I'm sorry. I know I hurt your feelings. I want to work this out with you. I think maybe we need to be better at communicating. Okay, so do you see in the bigger picture, there might be some things that maybe you do need to work on? Okay, I intend to be a better communicator could be something like that. I intend we're both emotionally intelligent, sharing our feelings, we're mature, we're able to express ourselves, we're able to express ourselves in a nice, kind way. It's not criticism, but it's more like construction or constructive criticism, that we're okay, we're not taking it personal anymore. I'm just giving you ideas, but you're going to paint the picture of what you want. You paint the picture by affirming that reality in your mind. You've got this and you're going to get what you want. Sherry, I feel supernatural when I work out. Yeah. I feel actually today in my Pilates class this morning, I think I was affirming because I leveled up to like the top level in the Pilates because I just wanted to work out a little, challenge myself, I guess. I wanted to challenge myself. And today I was saying to myself that's funny that you said this because I was saying that to myself a couple hours ago in my class. I was like, yeah, I'm supernatural. Okay. Because why was I saying that? Because it was kind of hard for me to do some of the moves because you're standing on the reformer. You're doing some moves are, your core and its balance, and you're standing on the reformer. Okay, so even when I leave the Pilates studio, sometimes I'll go back and revise in my mind that I had more balance and that I was stronger, that my arms were stronger, right? So you could use revision for things like that, and that helps me get more stable. Actually, I've leveled up really quickly in my Pilates class by doing that. Any tips to make my parents believe in what I say? I just want them to believe the new story. What would you be saying to yourself if your parents believed the new story? You would be saying to yourself something, maybe not like they believe the new story, but you affirm the new story and imagine that they're confirming it. And if the new story is like you got a new, I don't know, what story, right? Your parents trust, so create the general belief. The general beliefs like, you would say to yourself, my parents trust me. My parents believe in me. Plus, Does it matter what the story is? They love you unconditionally no matter what. They believe everything I say. I mean, you could be saying they believe everything I say. They always trust me. They totally support me. They're always there for me. Those are kind of the general beliefs that you could feel that the relationship with your parents. Is that what you want? Like, those are just ideas, right? So affirm that. Now, with the particular story, use inner conversations. That's powerful. An inner conversation would be you're telling your parents the story, or you're talking about it with them. Let's say you're just your mom. You're talking to your mom about the story, and your mom, what does your mom say? And your mom says, "Oh my God, honey, that is so wonderful. That's so cool. I'm so happy for you." Or how would she say it in her words, right? So make it feel like it's a natural conversation that you would have. Not what I'm saying, but what would feel natural for you as a conversation with your own parents. So you're saying it, and how do you want them to respond? And then you practice that. You say it again. You practice that clip. It's like a clip, like a movie clip, right? That inner conversation is like a little movie clip. So you affirm what you said and then what they said. This is reality creation, you guys. It is literally like we're writing the movie of our life. And we didn't even know this, but this is literally like we could go back, like we could rewind. We can rewind our life. I remember thinking that, like with the rise of technology in the last 15 years or more, whatever, however many years. But like for me, in the last 15 years and how it kept changing and changing, I kept feeling like, what if we could rewind our lives? That's essentially what we are doing anyway in the present moment, because this is the only moment that exists. The past does not exist. It's only a memory of the past. So if it's only a memory of the past and you're the only one who has the ability to think, you're the only one with consciousness in your reality. So whatever you change in your mind changes the past or changes what other people are thinking. Okay, but if you change it and you wonder, did it work? Did it work? It may or may not work. So you revise it until you feel like it's so natural, like you're almost unsure which is true, because the past is only a memory. It's only a memory, and it's a memory coming from you. Do you see how you can use revision really powerfully? There's only been one story. Your parents always believe you. I know it can kind of play with your mind a little bit. Maybe revision plays with your mind. I mean, not for me, because I'm having fun with it. And I see the effects of it because I practice it. All right. So my suggestion is you go out in your world and you practice it. Practice it not just with your parents. If the story is kind of a big deal and you want to make sure they understand it, practice revision or telling the story like with someone else. Practice with other people, changing the story in your mind and seeing what reflects back. What can I do to not get triggered by 3D? My SP is not talking to me, is making me anxious. Blake, put all your focus on you. Put all your focus on you. If he is not talking to you, why are you putting so much importance? You don't maybe realize it, but you're putting that person on a pedestal. Because if someone doesn't talk to you, then you put the value, like you put all your focus on you. You put your focus on what's important to you. Don't put your focus on someone. That person's important to you, but you're giving importance to someone who's not valuing you, which keeps you down here and keeps them up here. So that's why you focus on yourself, to lift yourself up. You deserve to be the prize. You deserve to see yourself as the prize. Consistently see yourself as the prize. You don't need their validation for you to be happy. You don't need their validation for you to be more or to be something in the world. You are something in the world just because you are you, and you declare it. So you put less attention on them and you put more attention on you. You put your own attention on yourself. What could you do? So you're not thinking about that, that story, that whole situation. It's okay. You could take anxiousness, start to say, I'm anxious, but I want to turn this anxiousness into excitement, and I want to turn this anxiousness into passion. I want this anxious feeling to be something good. Like, okay, I'm kind of defining what's good or bad, but like generally, good, right? Okay, what we perceive as good, because different people perceive good different ways. Okay, but anyway, it's shift your attention. What can you do to feel better? What can you do to feel better? You have to keep building yourself up. Make a decision. You're already the prize, okay? At the same time, you're declaring you're the prize, but you might feel like you have to work on your own perception of yourself. So consistently see yourself in the highest regard. Practicing yourself, walking around and your specific person is like, wait, when can I see you? I'd love to see you. I know everyone wants to date you. I know that, like, I hope I'm good enough that you think I'm good enough for you. You could practice seeing yourself that way consistently. Yesterday I was thinking about asking him to go fishing, and then he posted that he went fishing. Okay, isn't that funny, right? So here's how you could perceive this whole situation. First of all, congratulations, look how powerful you are, right? You want to say to yourself, wow, I am powerful. I thought about that, and then he went fishing. Now, what do you want? Because now you get more clear. So you said you were thinking about asking him to go fishing. Why don't you imagine not just that you're thinking about it, imagine that you actually went fishing, okay? Imagine you caught fish. Close your eyes for a moment and you're imagining that. You're imagining like you're on the boat. Are you in a boat or is it by the lake side? Okay, wherever you are, you're sitting together, you got the pole, you're like, whoa, both of you are excited. Like go into that imaginal scene. It only takes 10 seconds, 30 seconds. If you want, go ahead and imagine that for 5 minutes or 2 minutes. It all depends on you and what you want to feel. The point of imagining that scenario is to impress that vision on your mind that will push it out and you'll manifest that experience in the world. Okay, so feel like you're already there. You already did it. You already went fishing. What does it feel like to feel a fish in your hand, okay? Like, what does it feel like to hold the fishing pole and there's a bite, right? And you get that pull. So those are all things that you can use your 5 senses to imagine the pull, right? The physical pull. You can imagine what it smells like at the lake. You can imagine what it smells like with the fish. So pull your senses into it so you're there, okay? Because I'm telling you, we want to manifest a life of experiences, but not just manifest watching the world with our experiences. That's how you bring it to you. You feel that experience. Or affirm it. Affirm the story that you already went fishing. Maybe one last one. If I doubt about something, can I just revise it so it won't manifest? Okay, but I'm going to tell you one more thing. You can revise it. Yes, you could. There are infinite ways to do this, right? You can revise it. At the same time, if something manifests, you have the power to recreate and manifest something else. Like you're literally God, and God, if something manifested and you're like, okay, I don't choose that anymore, I'll manifest something new. But do you understand that the power in knowing that it's a greater power? Sure, we could revise, but what's powerful is that you could recreate. So what if it manifested? That helps reduce the worry and the doubt, because you're already saying, you don't want it to manifest. But what if you were like, so what if it manifested? It doesn't mean you're creating that reality of it manifested. It means you're releasing the worry. Things are manifesting, the unwanted are manifesting because of the fear of it, because of the worry about it, because of the doubt, because of being scared. I mean, those are some reasons, right? So if you could release the fear, then you don't have that, you're not focused on the fear of it and it happening. If you're releasing the fear, you're like, so what? So what if it manifests? Because you can create anything you want. I'm telling you, this is powerful. It works. I don't manifest the unwanted. It's very few and far between for me to have any serious unwanted experiences because I don't have worries and fears and doubts about it. I'm not worried about it. I just decide I can choose something new. I decide that I'm more powerful. You understand that you're more powerful than the 3D reality. Don't give the 3D, don't give away your power. Don't give away your power to the 3D. You have the power. You know, if someone is so worried if it manifests, you're giving your power away. Like it has more power than you. You have the power. I want to be like a God that could just be like, poof. Okay, we literally have like magic. This is like having magic, or what we call magic, okay? So you have the power to overcome it. You have the power to choose a new reality. Okay, one last. Dion, hi. So am I able to say to myself, me and my SP are going out this weekend? Yeah, sure, say that. Or why don't you say, like, I am the chosen one. I'm the one who's always chosen. Why don't you say that? I'm always desired. So you want to see the two of you going out, visualize that. At the same time, think of your own self-concept. Is your self-concept like, I know that I'm the one. I know that I'm chosen. I know that I'm wanted. I know that I'm amazing. I know that I'm a great partner. I know that I'm a great catch. I know I have a lot to offer. Okay, so all of those knowings about who you are, I mean, you're just for existing, really just for existing. Okay, you get what you want just for existing. Okay, but at the same time, we might need to level up a little bit about the identity. So the identity of the self. Yeah, visualize. They want to be part of your life. They want to be what they're like. Oh, they can't wait to see you. Okay, I'm helping you see the vision of pulling your life to you instead of you reaching out to the world and needing everything outside of you. You just pull it into you. You just live that reality where like you're a magnet. It's like, come to me. Just come to me. Money, just come to me. People, just come to me. People like to be in my presence. Okay, I mean, these are affirmations for you. You get that? These are affirmations for you. Visualize that kind of something like that, right? I'm just painting a picture to help you see the vision. Now you tweak it for what you want the vision to be for you. What do you want that vision to be for you? Okay, I love you guys. You're amazing. You're powerful. You're infinite. You are supernatural. And if you need additional help, I have so many ways you can work with me. Join my free Facebook group if you want a manifesting community. And if you want to level up, work with me one-on-one. I have a link in my bio for that as well. You guys are powerful. I will be live tomorrow and I'll see you later. Bye.